This is Big Cat coming at you live with another episode of Shadowverse. Following up from the last episode, we're basically now, if I remember correctly, trying to get 2 new club members. Why am I forgetting everything? Holy crap. Like I said, after this episode, I'll probably start cutting out the story a little bit more just because the story's not as important from here on. If there's a important story element, I'll make sure to show it. But pretty much a lot of talking is just like, oh no, friendship and power and etc. You know, same difference. Obviously we have to do our little text group stuff. So yeah. Speaking of which, I think I mentioned it last episode, but each of the main characters have like their own special card, and through the anime I actually found out what Kazuki's card is. And Kazuki's card is interesting. I think it was just meant to be a counter to Ryo's, which is weird, but it's still good. It reduces, like for the first turn summon, it reduces all damage by 3 for like the first turn summon, no matter what. And it's just like, and that's for leader and damage that they take, and it's just like, that's a powerful effect, but it's mainly to counter heroes, because whenever heroes monster attacks anything other than the leader, or whenever it attacks leader too, it still does 3 damage to everything on its entirety's field. But Hero's card still, to me, is just one of the most broken, aside from Luca's, which when we meet Luca, I'll point him out, or we'll talk about his card then. But Hero's card, not actually understand the entire effect. Whenever it attacks, it does 3 damage to the entire field of followers. And then on top of that, if it attacks the leader, it gains 5 attack. So this is, I think, believe I remember correctly, this is only in the evolve state, which it can auto-evolve itself too, which we'll get into that in a second. But it goes from 5 attack to 10 automatically when it attacks the leader. So that's scary. And then, like I said, it can auto-evolve itself. The way it auto-evolves itself is if you have 2 or less cards when you play it, it will automatically evolve.
The dwarves here are huge. Oh, hey. Morning, bud.
Also, what's surprising is going in between the anime and this game, like listen to the voice acting, they're not too far off from each other. Like Kazuki, I guess, sounds a little bit more kiddish in the anime than he does in the game, but that's fine. Like their voice isn't too far off. Even Hero's voice isn't too far off, which is actually kind of scary. I actually kind of like everyone's voices in the game, and they're close in the anime, which is really cool. Another thing too is Kazuki isn't as bad as I thought he was, because they kind of portray him as like being kind of like just, but in reality he's actually relatively good. It's kind of scary how good he actually is, and it's just like, I don't know how else to explain it. The anime shows off his fighting ability, and the same thing with the Memori actually too. Memori fights a certain character that we fight before her, one of the people's that she's a fan of, and her fight in the anime is holy crap, and also showed off her card too, which I've actually seen it once before because I battled her off screen multiple times in between one of the episodes, just to, like, you know, grind out cards and stuff like that. And I did not realize how busted that card was until the anime. But basically her card is called Brilliant Fairy. You can look up if you want from what I remember from the anime what it could do, and I think it still applies to the actual game. It's based on how many cards you played per turn, per that turn. So that's a lot of things. Force Graph has a lot of cards where if you play 2 or more cards, it has this additional effect. And her Brilliant Fairy card, basically it only applies to other fairies, but it like boosted one attack of one fairy, then boosted all of them twice over, then gave them all to Storm, and it was just like, she had 4 fairies, so it feels like, what the fuck? I was like, damn. So I'm gonna probably do some more research, but each of the cards that they have for their decks are just stupidly overpowered. And then we see the cliche, oh, the late kid is super early because something is interesting. It's actually interesting. Yeah, his voice isn't too off. I mean, his anime voice is a little bit more higher pitched. Like I said, the characters in the anime sound more kiddish,
I'm not late that
and
often.
then they sound a little bit more older in the game. But it's really not that bad. Like they're not too far off from each other, at least unless my ears are just straight up terrible. And I mean, I do have bad ears, but we're not gonna talk about that. But unless my ears are straight up terrible,
I mean, we're gonna get some new members
they
to
actually
the
sound too far off from each other. And it's actually pretty interesting.
I couldn't wait for
Yeah.
morning to come, so I went to bed super early.
Of course it was Shadowverse.
So
Who else would it be?
yeah.
You know it.
So there's that.
Usually you're
But
so
yeah, you'll get to
late,
see a
Shadowverse,
few
you get to
battles
sleep,
today.
you
If I remember correctly, I do 2 in this video alone.
You got
Technically
it.
3, but you'll understand that when it happens. But like I said, I'll start skimming through and cutting out things that don't matter to make the videos a bit shorter. Because I'd rather just get more to the fun content of watching me battle and either getting my ass kicked or winning.
Some new members today.
And show off some stuff, so like that. I know I do switch around the decks quite a bit.
Oh, right.
For the most
Sorry,
part.
Teach.
But for the most part, I'm usually going to be either playing Havencraft or Dragoncraft.
Aren't you pumped? First thing after school, got it?
As I stand here awkwardly. Why didn't I cut this out? Because I don't have to. So, I took this guy on with, I think Swordcraft, if I remember correctly, because I was trying out a new Swordcraft deck and was like, let's just show a quick battle because I don't know when the battle's going to happen in the series. I don't want it to be stale episodes without any battles. So I tried it with Swordcraft. I tried.
Wanna see my collection?
And 3, 2, 1. Alright, let's a little bit further down. I think I do the cut. Let's just wait for that. Yeah. I get
Strength and beauty together.
absolutely massacred. I don't know if you can just see that feel. I got massacred. So close to winning too. So obviously we ran that shit back because I am I can lose some random generated NCPs to character twice in a row. So I switched decks and going back to I think Havencraft because I'm a Havencraft deck I like a lot. I mean there's times actually where I lose this deck too. This deck's not perfect. Although in the later episodes, that deck gets hella good. If I do say so myself. Pats in the back. But anyway, same thing as always, just throw it on Populace, hopefully get Skull in my hand, or later on Lucifer and use him to just finish out the duel. Which, like I said, that was a good draw right there, because Skull point gets better. Getting 2 in my hand is kind of ridiculous, but it's fine for the most part. That is also one of my favorite cards to play. I think you've seen it unless it's not Moon Ra. I have no idea how to pronounce it. I'm going to call it Moon. But basically what it does is it gets Storm, so it gets attacked. Whatever damage I do in my turn to an opponent, and whatever damage it takes, let me rephrase that, whatever damage it takes from an opponent in that turn, at the end of the turn it heals it back as long as it was not destroyed. So to me, that's pretty powerful. Not like using it to start I mainly use that card to just get rid of followers immediately, because that's like my priority. If I can get rid of followers, I can keep them from pretty much overpowering my field, and I can just start spamming down amulets, and then once those things start coming to life, it's game over for them. Jeanne of Arc, I love that card. I think I take it out of my newer decks though, of the newer one, only because the newer one is just more focused on spamming amulets and instant win conditions, and I'll get into that when we get to that deck. But Jeanne of Arc basically heals and then damages the feather field. It's great for taking on sword. What's it called? Sword. Why can't I not remember the name? Freaking sword. Swordcraft. There we go. It's really good for taking Swordcraft because a lot of Swordcraft followers, they have like 1 or 2 defense, except for like the higher ones. But the point of the matter is you can just throw it down and destroy their entire field in 3 seconds. I don't know why I'm involved here. I really don't. Now that I'm looking back on it, I should have just double attacked and it did. I just...
I can still go on.
It's not the smartest move, but it's whatever.
Oppose me and burn.
And then here, my thought process was, I don't need to heal because I'll take the 4 damage even if he evolves. So I'll take 7 damage and I can heal with Healing Prayer and awaken both those cards in 1 move. Or I can do what just happened here and then summon all of them in 1 fell sweep. Because Skullflame, when it's played, it will automatically awaken all of them.
Return to nothingness.
I'm only getting
And now with the evolving, Holding Dragon 8/8 can easily one-shot his Dragon Ward bullshit. And on top of that, if I take way too much damage, I still have Loose from Hand, which is a free 4 HP heal at the end of my turn, and he has to take it out, because if he doesn't take it out, it heals more. So, I hate that card so much. I hate that card so much. It's so good, but I freaking hate it. But like here, I think if I remember correctly, I just throw it down because there's no point. He can't attack it unless he gets a Storm card, and I just get healed back up to 20. Oh no, 1 damage.
Me and burn.
Oh no, 4 damage. And then I think I play Jeanne d'Arc here. I think I do. I can't remember if I do or not. No, I do not. I thought I did though. And I think I focus more just healing, and then I throw down Cleric Lancer, which is such a bullshit card, but I love it.
I give you the light of hope.
I could have ended this if I had an evolution point, because it would have evolved him. I don't remember if he gets 9 attack, but even if he did get 9 attack, he would have gotten enough attack to where he could have used his effect in the game. Here I play Jeanne d'Arc. I know I play her.
on all sides.
Because, again, that effect is just so beautiful.
I will
Heals and then just damages at the same time. And that's such a great effect. Another good card, too, I like playing is Athena, because she basically prevents you from taking any damage. You need a lot of cards, which so you can take advantage of that. But, yeah, we ran that back and won that shit. Also, as you can see, I already have a lot of these platinum cards. I have 3 of them, because if you have 3 of those cards, you can't get any more, so you give you rupees, and that's the problem I ran into, because I kept resummoning those cards over and over again. And that's why you can see me just grind against random people. But most of the grinding I do is off screen. Again, another one, when I just get more rupees. Rupees are used to buy cards. If I remember correctly, I think we have another battle in this episode. I just don't remember against who or why. Such a slow run. Pretty sure Pokemon games are faster.
Okay, it's finally
It
time.
actually kind of makes me mad. Why am I so slow?
Actually,
I don't need to have elegance, I need to have speed.
but apparently most of the second years have already chosen a club.
I am a Shadowverse duelist. I need speed.
Third years are probably too busy to join a club.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Say,
Anime-wise, too, I still have not seen Ray as a character yet. I don't know, because both Ray and Kagura I haven't seen yet, but I don't know if it's because they were just only added to this game for the whole story purpose of, quote-unquote, we need to get the championships and make some random story, or because they were actually just not a part of the anime and the original story, and they were just added only to the game, so... Or they might be in the anime and just no one will show until a later point.
Oh, and we might want to check the courtyard.
3rd floor, courtyard. Got it. Hey, and while we're out there, we might as well try challenging some people to a game of Shadowverse. All right, I think we're all.
Yeah!
Yes, we go beat up people to try and force them to join our club. That just makes perfect sense. Why, I have no idea, I guess. I think this is the final battle of the episode, if I remember correctly. Like I said, from the next episodes, I'll start trying to cut down, for the most part. Or it might be the episode after that. I think the episode after that I'll start cutting down, because it starts getting repetitive. For a school that apparently loves Shadowverse, there is an awful lack of people in my club. It just makes no sense to me. The club was already fine, and that's bullshit. If people really love Shadowverse that hard, they would have found that shit in 5 seconds. That's just me. I was about to make a very dumb move again. I'm glad I didn't.
I end my turn.
Speaking of cards right now, Holy Sentinel, I don't know if I've played that yet. It's a very good card because it's a 5 countdown, but if they have 5 cards on their field, for every card they have on their field, it subtracts from the countdown when it's played. So technically, you can say they have a full field, I can just play it and it will go straight to 0. On top of that, it's a card with a ward. It's a
For my turn.
4/5 Fox, if I remember correctly, or 5/4 Fox, Guardian Fox. It's a really good card. So I can't remember. Yeah, I do play it here, and you'll see it will drop down because there are 2 cards on their side of the field. The main reason to play is because I can basically throw down Skull Flame if I wanted to right now.
The rage of the dead impels me.
If I'm taking damage here because I'm about to have a bunch of ward cards, or I can throw Cleric Lancer down, Cleric Lancer down, and it will work out. But instead I do this because it will throw down the cost one more, and I can throw down Skull Flame, and it just automatically activates all my amulets, or not activates, it destroys them and forces them to activate. Here I was a little stupid, and I say that because I didn't need to evolve Fox. I should have evolved Holy Wing, for that matter, because Holy Wing could have attacked and he would have been protected by the ward.
How's that?
So I was like, I don't know why I didn't evolve it. Because that would have kept them from taking too much damage, and I could have kept them alive. So I made a very interesting choice. That was not a very smart choice, I guess, in the end, but it still worked out in the end. I think it's almost, no, it is game here, because I remember correctly, I just evolved.
Only getting started.
Yeah, it's game here.
This should finish it.
Yeah.
You're tougher than you look.
So much for showing Athena off, am I right? But with that, Big Cat is signing out. Obviously, still haven't gotten any responses on the first question asked on the first episode of Shadowverse, so I'll ask it again. Let me know what other game you want to see me play in this weekend. If I don't get a comment on that, I'll probably just do something random. You'll see random other videos start popping up. Other than that, peace out. Have fun. Enjoy this episode. You're getting 2 in one day and probably a 3rd one on Saturday, most likely. Peace.